All right, talking Jersey more with Vinny and Dino. Number 5.
Yo, 5.
Yo, 5.
Well,
You got a little gangster on me there, didn't you?
just a little bit.
All right. So what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Not much. Christmas is over.
It's done. We had a couple snowstorms,
Yes, we did.
but we had no snow on Christmas, so that kind of sucks.
You know what?
But
What are you gonna do?
for our and more viewers, because it's Talking Jersey and more, so I assume the and more people don't live in Jersey.
If they're watching, I hope
Yeah,
they are.
we hope so.
Yeah.
Snow to people in the warm weather states for Christmas.
Texas.
I mean, Frosty the Snowman. Everything's always snow, snow, snow. What was it? Snow in like 1/3 of the states in the country, but yet snow is identified with Christmas. So I always thought that was just throwing it out there. So
What happens if you live like in Arizona?
do you know? And I'm a little
Like,
bit.
I'm not saying the mountains of Arizona. I'm
Okay.
talking about Phoenix and
Yeah.
right over the Mexican border.
Where it's like 115 degrees all year round.
Yeah.
El Nino.
Those kids never see snow.
No, they don't.
So when they watch Santa Claus on television, isn't that misleading for the poor kids?
They're probably disappointed because they're like,
They're
first of
saying,
all,
how's Santa gonna get there?
well, we have no chimney, and that's always a big
No,
thing
you
for
don't have a
little kids. They're going to say, well, how can Santa sled on the pavement or in the dust and in the sand in the deserts? Yeah, it must be a little different, but we can't identify with that because we were born and raised up in the top.
Well, how many
right corner.
Christmases has there actually been snow in your lifetime?
2.
Exactly.
That I can remember anyway.
Never fucking snows on Christmas.
But it never snowed. But we had our first couple snowstorms. But what was weird
We did.
about it, how we divide our map between you and I with North and South Jersey.
Right.
The first snowstorm we had was in South Jersey,
Yep.
and the second snowstorm was in North Jersey.
North Jersey.
And it seemed like the I-95, that highway that kind of splits Jersey in half, that seemed to be the dividing line for the snow.
Which
didn't it?
you say is the difference between North Jersey and South Jersey, but actually go a little more north
It's a
of
little.
that.
It is
I think
a
it's
little
a
more.
Perth Amboy
I
Bridge.
think it is, but the 195 actually splits the state in half geographically.
And you know what's really funny about that too? Get off the topic a little bit. We had
Well,
that
really?
big Mega Million jackpot a week and a half ago, whatever that was.
That was a waste of $5.
Okay. Well, the theory is that you need to go to either the ghetto or a country bumpkin place to buy your tickets because that's where people usually win,
Yeah.
the big ones.
Yeah.
So I drove south,
How far south?
maybe about 10 miles south of Toms River,
Oh, that's okay.
which I consider the south.
Yeah, it is.
But I was really looking around and looking to see where I can purchase these tickets from. I found a storefront where it was so country bumpkin that the guy's picture in the sign was missing teeth.
On purpose?
On purpose, yeah.
Wow. Was the owner there?
Yeah, but he didn't match the guy in the sign. The guy in the sign looked like he was from Nebraska.
Knowing you, did you ask?
It was obvious, I could tell. I mean, the guy in the sign was from Nebraska, and the guy from behind the counter was from India.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that was my problem because I bought the tickets there. I didn't want
Wait a
shit.
minute. There was an Indian that owned like a convenience store?
Big John's Deli
I've never heard of that. An Indian.
and food shop.
Okay. Did they have
I'm
an
gonna give him a plug. I don't know if.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
Did he have
worth
an
it.
international aisle, for all his Indian foods?
No, but it was really funny because when you go into a place like that and you got a hat with like antlers and and stuff that you would see out in Pennsylvania, before you hit Pittsburgh. And he's selling that, and you see behind the counter. I got a little fucking confused, to be honest with you. But I bought the tickets. I didn't win. Obviously, you didn't win because you're
No,
here.
I got $5 worth, and it's 30 numbers on the ticket because you have the 5 regular numbers and the Powerball.
Right.
Out of the 30 numbers on my ticket, I had one number, 14, or whatever. I think it was 14, whatever the hell. But I had 1 out of 30. Usually, because one of the numbers go up to like 80 or something like that.
75 now.
75. I think the highest number was like 29. So
Yeah.
if you're picking your own, if you're filling in the dots, and you went above 30. You're
done.
You were
You're
done.
done.
I let the computer. What's really weird? I wonder if the two. I think it was Georgia and
And San Jose.
California. I wonder if they were quick picks because that would really get me to think. because we've talked in the past on the show about the casinos and the lottery and the slot machines, everything like that. How it's all computer generated. Imagine if 2 quick picks win. The computer is not very smart if you can generate 2 of the winning tickets. If it's a quick pick.
Yeah, we got to realize something too. They're also winning as well.
Of course.
So they're giving away half. But my conspiracy theory, you ever see those little monitors that, if you don't want to give it to the guy behind the counter to check your tickets, or
Yes.
you were too lazy to check on the internet, you don't have a lottery app on
Like
your
a little,
phone.
like a little price finder or whatever the hell.
Who's relying on those?
I don't know. I've never used
Because
it.
I'll be honest with you, I heard a stat that in New Jersey alone, there's $80 million this year that's uncollected.
So what's that money? Is it sitting there earning interest somewhere for the state?
Now, how many of those people listen to the news and say, oh, no winner in New Jersey? Nah, fuck it. Throw the tickets out. Not realizing, you could probably win 5, 10, 15,
okay.
also $1 million because there's $2 million tickets.
How hard is it to check your numbers?
But I'm saying...
Why are they throwing it away?
Because they heard the news.
Well, did you know that...
People are stupid. You got to realize that.
Well, did you
90% of the public is stupid.
Is it that high?
Yeah.
We fit that category. Did you see a guy where we broadcast in Ocean County? A guy from Tom's River won $1 million just because of that.
And I fucking left Tom's River to go buy the tickets at the hippie place.
My wife was she was 5 minutes from that 7-Eleven on Route 9 from where the guy bought the ticket. And I'm like,
7-Eleven around 9.
Yeah.
By Church Road?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's half a block away from me.
I was going to say, it's right around the corner. You could have walked there if you wanted to, right?
Son of a bitch.
So, and I'm like, I said, you couldn't go buy a gallon of milk and pick up a ticket on the way? So he was on the news, and he's a landscaper. And what are you going to do with the money? I forgot what his name is. I'm going to buy a new lawnmower and a new trailer. What the fuck? Retire. I know it's only $1 million. Well, he didn't look...
Retiring $1 million?
But he wasn't that old. I mean, he
You've
wasn't
made
that
more than
young.
$1 million in your life.
I know, but he wasn't that young. He looked like he was probably late 50s, early 60s. Yeah. Okay, maybe.
Was it my landscaper?
I don't know his name. He had a gray beard. It wasn't Santa though. But $1 million, that's enough to make me think about maybe not wanting to work and just go be a Walmart greeter or something like that, So it's,
Do you want to do Walmart in the middle of Black Friday and all that? That's dangerous.
yeah, but the thing is, the way I am built, better than what's built that they have greeting at Walmart, I could have a blast with that.
Well, you can walk.
And I can talk.
And you have 2 eyes.
Yeah, and I don't have to pee every 5 minutes.
That's true.
So I think I would have a lot more fun with that job and getting paid $7 an hour to make fun of the assholes that come in. That'd be great. And I'd be laughing because I'd be like...
$7.25 now.
That's right.
$7.25.
That's right. And I'd be like, well, God, fire me. I got $1 million in the bank. Go ahead. I don't care. But so it snowed, the holidays, so we're looking forward to 2014. Hopefully it'll be a better year in the state.
I hope so.
The governor was reelected, as we know, so not everybody was happy about it. But the thing cracks me
Who
up-
else ran?
Well, that's we never did identify her. So
It was a woman.
But the thing that cracks me up, we hear more people bitching and moaning and saying how they don't like the guy. How did he get more votes than his opponent then? You can't vote more than once. No. So it's just like anything else. You're going to hear the negative more than you're going to hear the positive.
Always.
We live in a strong Republican area. Not that we want to get too political, so just ease up, relax, calm down. We live in the shore area is a highly Republican area.
Yep.
And up North Jersey, where more people live, is more of a Democratic area. So how did he garner enough votes? So I'm just throwing it out there. I know we're past the election and everything like that, but we'll talk. We're going to talk more today about.
I'm so not into politics.
I'm not either. That's about as much as I know.
That's about Obama's the president, right?
Who?
Obama?
Yes.
He's a president.
I think he's still a president.
All right, good.
Yes. So, and,
So what'd you do over the holidays here?
Just stayed at home. Worked, stayed at home.
Nice. Nice.
Did
you get what you wanted for Christmas?
Yeah, always.
Always? Mm-hmm. Look at you.
Well, we keep things simple. The kid's a little bit older now. And
well, you got a kid in college, another one going next year.
Right,
you can't spend thousands.
The Christmas presents were more, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but the wife and I bought the lovely Christine, had to buy a Christmas present for the house, a new dryer. Our dryer broke.
Wow.
So, and that's not...
Sears or Home Depot?
We went to a local establishment.
Look at you.
We shopped local, and we've bought, appliances from him before.
Okay.
I'm not going to plug him because he didn't, he doesn't.
He doesn't sponsor.
He doesn't sponsor.
It's not like Uncle Vinny's.
Uncle Vinny's nightclub, Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey.
Comedy club.
What did I say?
You said nightclub.
Is it open at night?
Yes.
Okay, so I wasn't that wrong. So we bought ourselves. That's not a cheap gift to buy for the household. Then and it's our third one in 20 years. They don't make anything good anymore. It's just, remember as a kid growing up, I think I remember one refrigerator, 2 TVs. The washer and dryer never left the basement. I remember going there as a little kid when we moved in. Didn't it come with the house?
Yeah, right.
I never remember my parents breaking anything. So now everything's a piece of crap. And like 3 dryers in 20 years. That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of drying.
And it's like like $400 or $500 a pop. So Merry Christmas. We're gonna have nice dry clothes that won't be wrinkled. So I think I'm good.
You look okay.
Yeah,
you look okay.
I look good to bed. So. But that's about. How about yourself? Anything hot for the holidays?
Very quiet. Very quiet. I like it that way around the holidays.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of like winding down the year and everything.
We're all big boys and girls, so we very rarely exchange anything. We don't have many kids walking around the house, so.
Neither do I. My kids are grown.
They're grown.
So they got their own deal going on. So it's not like it used to be with, seeing their faces when they open up the little presents and stuff like that. Now it's just,
And leaving the cookies for Santa and stuff like that.
Now it's just like you buy them stuff, they open up, they're like, oh great, As parents, you still want to see the reaction, but they're old now.
And you're not moving the elf and the shelf all over the place anymore.
I don't want to offend many of my friends. I'm going to throw this out there and I'm going to take a chance. That is the stupidest, dumbest thing, the elf on the shelf. I'm sorry. I love Christmas. I'm a big kid when it comes to Christmas. Believe me, I love the whole Santa. I love all that stuff. That is the dumbest thing. Oh, it's here today. And the next day on Facebook, it's here tomorrow. Who gives a shit? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think it's really a nice thing, but
it's cute, but it's just dumb. I'm sorry. Merry Christmas. Hope you had a Merry Christmas.
Coming back. All right, talking Jersey more with Vinny and Dino, segment 2. Vinny,
you got a friend?
We have our first guest.
Yeah.
Giuseppe the Elf.
Giuseppe, what's up, man?
He's giving you the Italian salute. You see that?
I think I offended him. He was over on your Christmas tree.
You pissed him off.
Good.
You pissed him off. You don't piss off Giuseppe.
Well, I think I pissed off a few people, but I had to speak my mind.
All right. Giuseppe, say hello to the fans. Whee! All right. All right. And you know what the funny thing about it is? I don't know if you've seen it. There's actually a birthday elf now.
Now they go too far.
Corporations are just taking over. They're going crazy.
Imagine that. Yeah, it's always been like that in corporate America. They take something and they beat it to death. But so there's a birthday elf?
There's a birthday elf.
And what?
So I guess your birthday month.
And there's some people.
The elf moves all
over.
And
there are some people that because we do the Facebook and the Twitter thing.
Yeah.
It's like all fucking month. I mean, we know it's your birthday. You'll get the greeting.
Yeah.
But do we have to have an elf to remind them? So like if you're married,
okay.
So is it on the spouse to get the birthday elf and move it around the house?
Well.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's just for kids. No.
I don't know.
I mean, adults.
Well, the adults are the ones moving it around.
You think the lovely Christine's going to move the birthday elf around on your birthday month?
No.
Would you do that for her?
No.
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, I will do anything for her, but
the birthday elf. What's a big deal? You move it from here to there.
Okay. I guess I could do that.
That's your wife.
I guess I could do that for her. Yes. But the
I'm
whole
sticking up for you, Christine.
the whole elf on the shelf thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Enough.
But that's the way corporations are. I mean,
it is.
We got a couple of our fans who just got the pink slip right before the holidays. What is it? I mean,
I've been let go in December.
It's terrible.
It is not a comfortable feeling because and mine was unexpected. I don't know about your friends if they saw the writing on the wall.
Both were unexpected.
It was both unexpected.
Both unexpected.
I know what it's like. I went in. This is just my story. I went into work. It was 2001. It was just after 9/11.
Right.
And I went into work on Monday. I was a sales guy on the outside, but Monday was my office day. I walked in. The boss said, "Vin, I need to see you a second." I said, "All right." So I grabbed my pad and I went into his office thinking we were going to talk some business strategy. And he closes the door. They never close it. When the door closes, just so you know, for you young viewers out there, it's not good when the door closes. And he let me go. And I said, "What did I do?" He goes, "It was a numbers game." That's what he said. I thought I was doing a good job, and I'm sure your friends thought they were doing a good job because and it hurts. And Christmas is coming up, and you have to have the new year and have to find a job. Nobody really hires in January and February. I've been there. I've been through it. It sucks, and I feel for your friends, man.
You know
It's
what?
just- that's terrible.
Well, they're actually our fans. They watch the podcast.
I know.
And
It's just, I really feel bad for you. And
you
you know who you are, so.
you know what really sucks
my
is
thoughts.
these corporations, and they're both major corporations that they work for. If you waited till January 2nd, it really wouldn't have done much
What do
of a
you say-
difference
what do
because
you
you're going to
say
be paying them severance anyway. You're going to be paying them their owed vacation time, holiday, sick day,
Probably
whatever.
2 weeks after that or whatever. Yeah.
So can you just let them have a decent holiday?
Right.
And not with that stress. You know what? And then boom, January 2nd, you want to drop the bomb, you drop the
It's
bomb.
probably got something.
It's bad no matter when it
It's
is.
probably got something to do with fiscal year, and they got to cut the employees by the end of the year. Probably doesn't make it any better. Like I said, I've been through it. It's bullshit. But that's just.
You know what it is?
that's
It's
just
people in
horrible.
the ivory towers making these decisions.
Well,
And I got an actual story about that too. When I used to be a food and beverage director at the Mawa Ramada,
you worked a lot of hotels.
a lot of hotels.
Lots of hotels.
Lots of hotels.
Lot
I
of
was a troubleshooter for them.
Oh, I like that word, troubleshooter.
Troubleshooter. Yeah, I used to go in, boom, 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 take care
You're
of it.
kind of like
done.
the bar rescue guy, huh?
You know what? Hotel rescue.
You missed.
Nobody take that fucking idea.
I think you missed it.
I missed it, yeah.
We're sitting here doing
this.
this.
This is 1991. They stole it from
and
me.
we're sitting here 14 years later doing this.
Jesus Christ. Well, anyway,
Missed the boat.
every month we had a budget that we had to go by. They broke it up at the payroll, you name it, the food, liquor, the whole bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you had an expected sales amount you were supposed to hit with an expected profit you're supposed to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had booked a huge, huge bus tour. 21-day contract.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in with 100 people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 weeks straight.
What kind of group? I mean, it's just random people.
It was just a tour group. They just kept coming in. Different people every day.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So you had X amount of dollars to spend in cooks. I overexceeded my top line sales by $57,000 for the month,
Sounds like a lot of money.
for 1 month. Exceeded my bottom line by $72,000.
So that's like $15,000 profit.
No. $72,000 profit
Oh,
on top of
on
what
top
they
of
wanted
the-
me
on top of the-
what they wanted me to make.
Oh, wow.
Payroll saved about $2,000 on the original budget, not with the increased sales. With the original budget, went $118 over in cooks, but still total payroll $118.
Okay.
Now I just saved you $72,000 plus, $118 in cooks. And the reason why I went over in cooks is because I couldn't wait on the tables and cook the food at the same time. They didn't want scrambled eggs on my shirt.
What's your problem?
So that comes out to roughly 4.5 hours of overtime a week.
Okay.
Don't you think I got fucking called on that?
Of course.
You went over and cooked $118. I said, I just made you $72,000. No.
It's
But my total payroll was under.
corporate America.
No.
They will point out
suck.
every
They suck.
negative that you could do the same chore 100 times and be 100% successful on 99 of them. Won't you know what you're going to hear about in your review? The one time you screwed up.
Yep.
Or the one
Yep.
time you didn't achieve what they wanted you to achieve. Because they have to, and I work for a big corporation, and you know the game. If you know the game going in,
Right.
you shouldn't be too disappointed. Listen, and our viewers that got listen, you know at some point in time something's going to happen. It doesn't make it better, it doesn't make it right, but we're all big boys and big girls here. But you know you're going to get called on something like that. And it's just like, and can you just move on? You know, take it as a learning experience within the job and just say, hey, all right, well, yeah, I knew. I mean, the funny thing about it is that one time you messed up, if it's January to December, and you screwed up in February, they're going to remind you about it in December.
Oh, of course.
It's like, dude.
Because that's the difference of a 2% raise to a 3%
Right,
raise.
and why can't they call you on it in February if that's when it happens? You say, listen, come here, let me talk to you. So you're going to wait, you actually waited 9 or 10 months to tell me that something didn't go right? And then, then unfortunately people get let go and everything like that. I've been there, I've been through a lot of jobs, and it's...
Even on a lower scale level, we hooked up with Costco,
Oh,
and we were selling gift cards
oh good.
through Costco. And I started the contract in September. And I told him, I said, are we going to continue through the holiday season? Because that's where 75% of gift cards get sold.
Yeah, sure.
So now, in October, they have guidelines and budgets they need to meet. And I was supposed to sell roughly $600 worth of gift cards through their operations a week.
Okay.
I sold $572 one week.
You suck.
And they canceled the program. I said, so you're going to cancel a gift card program going into the month of November.
Okay.
That makes no sense.
And everybody made money.
They made money. I actually lost because I had to print all those gift cards for them.
You were taking the chance.
I was taking a risk.
Not them.
Not them.
No.
But who in their right mind? I mean, if you're sitting in the ivory tower, and that's what I always call it. We got a gift card promotion, and we're gonna can it in the month of November because it's not working in September. Really?
Well, why do you think they get paid the big bucks?
To fuck up.
Well,
that's why the stock market goes like this.
Yeah, the stock market goes like this.
It's not the workers. No. It's the people in charge.
And listen, it's been like that in this country for, I don't know, since the inception of this country.
Yeah.
That's never going to change.
Yeah.
And you say you don't like to get political. That was very political.
Was it really?
Yeah. You were giving it to the man.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It was very refreshing.
Give it to who, man?
Giving it to the guy. Giving it to the man. You know who the man is?
Obama?
The ivory tower guy. You never heard of that? Sticking it to the man?
No.
Power to the people? Come on.
Peace out. All right, back for Talking Jersey more. Vinny and Dino. And
Giuseppe's back.
Giuseppe's back. He's humping the water bottle.
Yeah, well,
that guy's on your side. He's a horny elf.
Yeah, well, he didn't like your bottle. He liked my bottle.
Well, because I always hold my bottle, and I don't want him touching
my
me.
My bottle's a little bigger.
For someone who doesn't like Elf on the Shelf, you really are falling in love with Giuseppe here.
I know I offended some people, so I'm trying to make amends.
Okay, good.
So he likes my bottle better than your bottle. Nice. I liked it.
Hey, he's all yours.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No. So 2014.
Yeah, we're going to go off and kind of be like everybody else. We're going to make some predictions.
Predictions, your wish list.
Wish list. We're going to cover all that in the next segment here.
Okay.
So I jotted down a few things because,
of course, you do.
Like my wife says, I'm funnier in print than I am on video. So.
And you're better looking on iTunes.
That's right. It's only audio, just so you know. So
I think they know that.
Yeah,
we're the ones who don't know that.
Again,
somebody told us we look better on iTunes.
Yes, we have faces for radio.
Yes, we do.
So anyway, some predictions we got. I thought I'd jot down here.
Okay.
And we can comment them as we see fit. As we know, the great Garden State, the governor, Mr. Chris Christie, was just reelected.
Soon to be president.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think he's going to do a lot of traveling in 2014 to some key states, and it may be hidden under different types of agendas. But I think he's going to be out stumping for some votes.
You think he's going to go out to California?
He might meet with Arnold because Arnold, even though he's a Kennedy, he's a Republican. And he's going to have Arnold behind him, maybe. So he might go.
Chris Christie.
Yeah.
You come to the house.
Yeah. So he might lose some weight with all the running around he's going to do. Because he had the band surgery and everything like that. But
maybe he should go to California later then.
Well, he might want to talk to California about the marijuana laws to come back to Jersey, so he can hide his political aspirations with what's going on in New Jersey. So plus, but then he'll be back for the summer and everything like that. So
of course,
he'll be back.
Jersey Shore.
Absolutely. And of course, who's going to really hate him this year? It's going to be the teachers, the police, and the firefighters, and all unions. They don't like him. But he was reelected.
Do they ever like anybody?
No, they don't.
And we don't. And
to be honest with you, I don't like them either. So,
is your day-to-day life really affected by who's president?
No. My day-to-day life depends on if I'm employed and I get a paycheck every 2 weeks, direct deposited.
Yep.
So that's what I'm happy about.
Okay.
So, and the casinos, Atlantic City, we've all been there. We know we have the online gambling now. I don't know exactly how it works with the casinos themselves, but I have a feeling that their attendance is going to be down in 2014 because people could stay home and gamble on the internet. And I think the bus trips, and who's on those bus trips that go to Atlantic City? The seniors.
Yep. And they're going to get hit in the pocket.
They're going to get hit in the pocket there, but because the seniors can stay home and just gamble online.
Well, some of them, you're going to see a spike in computer sales to the 65 and over crowd.
Yes, and I think
Because the way they're thinking is, I can save money and not pay for my Atlantic City ticket. I can sit here and hit the
yeah, but the
penny
ticket,
slot.
but that's the way they think.
That's what they think.
But because the bus trip probably costs $15,
$15.
their monthly internet bill is going to be $30.
What if they do the Comcast package?
Do they even know what that is? They still got the rotary.
Oh, that's so cool, isn't it?
You know, they're dial up. They probably have dial up, everything like that. You know, but remember, because they only have one computer at the clubhouse, so there's going to be a long line. Well, you know,
He went there.
I
He
went
just lost
there.
the senior crew.
Listen, they're not watching
The
us.
senior fan base.
Listen, we just talked about just now that they can't dial up, so they're not even watching us. This is an internet show, folks. So we'll see what happens with that. You know,
But which casino do you think is going to close next?
I don't know. I don't think it's the Borgata. I don't think.
No,
I think
the
the Bay's
Borgata's
good.
safe.
The Borgata's safe. That's my favorite. By the way, we love the Borgata. And
I heard the Golden Nuggets up for sale.
The Golden Nugget. That's not the Golden Nugget that we grew up with, right? Because the Golden Nugget used to be down the other end of the boardwalk. I think the Golden Nugget bought.
That was the one that was the Trunch Marina.
Right.
Changed over to Golden Nugget.
Yes.
And now supposedly it's for sale.
What about what's the new one that was built last year?
The Revel?
The Revel. How's that even? I haven't been there. How are they making a profit? How are they staying in business?
They're not. They're contemplating bankruptcy again.
They had Beyonce opening night, and that's it. Has anybody else played? I mean, they need big name to go perform there.
But see, but that
to draw
doesn't make
people
the
in.
money.
No, but it brings the people in. Hopefully, they'll stay at the room for $500 a night and throw some money at the casino.
But you can't just have $25 minimum tables. You have to have a $5 minimum table because now you're going to kill all the senior crew who's going to come down.
Well, even myself, I've never sat at a table where that's a $25. Fuck that.
I've sat at a 10.
10, 10 is it.
And shaking.
Yes.
So.
And I like to play roulette. You ever play roulette?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of roulette.
Yeah.
I like roulette.
I like to play, but the money goes by fast.
Very fast.
Yeah,
but you know what I don't like was when they have too many people at the table.
Yeah, I like the little
And
bit
then
of privacy.
the wheel takes like 5
Well,
minutes
not just
for
that.
their spin.
Don't you
It's
hate
like-
reaching over and you gotta?
Because they don't know etiquette.
No.
Okay.
You're just supposed to take your chips and say to the dealer, you know, can you just put that on the corner?
Well, I don't do that. I reach, but I wait
Well,
till everybody else
well,
goes.
if you're standing by the wheel and you want to play a column, you're not reaching there because you don't want to leave your chips, obviously.
Right. I mean, of course.
So
Arm's
there
length.
is an etiquette involved, but I found you can win a lot of money roulette and you can lose a lot of money fast.
Yeah.
So what I do is I
Yeah.
play this like video games roulette at Borgata. I can sit there for 3 hours with $40 and I can make money, lose money, make money. And it's just entertaining. It's like a big video game. Now they have the one where the wheel spins by itself and you have the table right in front of you, just hit the numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, they make it so easy.
Yeah.
I love roulette, so I'm not a big blackjack. I've played blackjack a couple of times. It's like getting hit by a car. You don't even know. It's like what just happened. So I don't, you know, I know how to count to 21. That's about it.
So what else you got for 2014? What's your little wish list or prediction?
My little wish list is that, you know, for those of you who live in the south of 195, like we talked about before, they're doing all this construction on the Parkway. They're trying to make it a better, wider. So for all you Bennies that are watching, thank you for coming down here. But all you Bennies, you know, please, you know,
don't
they're
endorse
widening.
that.
No, I do, but that's okay. You know, even Ryan, who grew up down here.
We do not support what Vinny Varvaro says.
That's
when he
okay.
says Benny's.
But,
It's very
but
insulting
just
to my
respect the
people.
roadway. It's going to be a brand new roadway. Just respect it. Drive like you're a guest, not like you own it. We
Yeah,
don't
so they
own it.
want to raise the limit.
Well, it's going to be wider and bigger now. You might as well raise the
They're
limit.
making, you know, why are they making it wider and bigger? Where's the original
I
intention?
was told by somebody that it's because of since the hurricane, so they can have a better evacuation route off the shore.
No, I heard the
So-
original one was to make it more accessible to Atlantic City.
Well,
And now we got casino gambling online. Did we just waste our money?
I don't know. Well, they've been doing. Have you been south?
Yeah,
the
but
Parkway.
my freaking Powerball ticket or Mega
Well, no,
Man,
I mean
whatever.
in south. Have you been on the Parkway, like past like Bass River and everything like that?
Bass River?
The Mullica Hill.
Bass River.
Shut up. The Mullica Hill River.
The
The Mullica River. They've been building that bridge for like 5 years. That's
Mullica River?
Mullica.
Mullica River.
They
Where
play.
the fuck is
They
that?
banjo players down
Is
there.
that like down here?
It's like over here.
Oh.
They play banjos down there, so don't worry about it. You're not.
I won't
gonna-
go.
But when you go to Atlantic City, when's the last time you down in AC? Okay, it's been that long. So anyway,
Pretty much.
So just respect our roads. You don't own the place. You're just a guest. But anyway, and we've talked about this. Is a big news. We talk about this almost every episode. The Super Bowl is coming up in February in New Jersey, and you heard that I don't know if you heard recently that the mayor of East Rutherford is a little pissy and moany with the NFL right now because it's a big New York show. The game is played in Jersey.
Well, okay.
But
So
what is
why
there to
don't
do?
you fix fucking Route 3?
Well,
It's going through East Rutherford, isn't it?
have you ever been to East Rutherford?
Yes.
Would you want to stay there for a week?
No.
Okay, so what's he complaining about? So I'm just saying, But the weather's gonna be a big deal. I heard they're gonna have like 800 plows ready to go, in case. So I'm predicting it's gonna be a no-show with the snow. A couple flurries maybe. It's gonna be cold, and I have a feeling it's gonna be the highest-rated televised Super Bowl because people are gonna want to see it fail. Well, they're gonna want to see it fail. They're gonna want to see the blizzard. They're gonna want to see people with an empty stadium. Bruno Mars is gonna be the halftime show. And I think he's gonna have to. It's gonna be so cold. He's gonna change the to brr. You know his song. Yeah, that was a bad one, but you watch. Yeah. And the New Jersey Devils, they're gonna suck. So what do you want to see in Jersey this year?
You know what? I want to see us clean up all these fucking shootings and bus accidents and robberies.
The punch outs or whatever they call that.
There's a lot of punch outs in Jersey? Not really. I don't think there's that many punch outs in Jersey.
One a week, I see.
One a week? Really?
One a week, and they're always in Newark.
I mean, I'm not going to say we should profile, and the stop and search is done in Manhattan now.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
And the country follows everything.
But
New
I'm
York does,
sorry.
yeah.
Anybody who's walking around with your pants below your ass, they're fucking trouble. White, black, Hindu,
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They're trouble.
Yeah.
So why do we allow that?
Well, didn't Wildwood try to stop that?
Well, they did. Can't go on the boardwalk.
Okay, so Wildwood is safe.
Wildwood is safe. So, yeah, Wildwood is
I'm
safe.
not too worried about Wildwood,
With all the
though.
Section 8 around it, but Wildwood is safe.
That's right. Well, those motels are filled all year round.
But, I mean, we're adults. If you take a look at somebody, can you tell if they're trouble or not?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? If you're waiting in line at a grocery store and you see a derelict, and you know it.
Like most of the people that walk up and down in front of your...
Yeah, unfortunately, today, it's a bad day today.
It's a bad day.
Are you going to stay behind him, or are you going to go to another line?
I'm going to go to another line. But
Okay.
what if there's only one line open?
But then you might
gonna
stand back and
10
wait
feet.
and wait till he finishes his.
I got to go find something else. I got to go down this aisle.
But I mean, I'm not saying it's not a racial thing. It really isn't. But you know what? You can tell if someone's trouble.
Yes.
You can tell. All right? If you have a bunch of, and again, we hung out when we were in high school. Maybe the manager of Wendy's thought that we were trouble because we used to hang in the parking lot. But we used to buy food.
At least you spent $3.
Yeah, we don't see us going from car to car. Hey, how you doing? Go.
Yeah, well. So what do you want to see now? This is a prediction segment
I
here. What do you want to see?
I want to see us go towards a little capital punishment.
Well, how's
On
that going to happen?
the lower scale.
Local level, you want to start that?
Let's go on a local level. Let's go on a lower scale crime. Okay?
Like?
The guy just ripped off a subway the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Catch him.
Make an example out of him.
You know? He stole $100. Put him in jail for 5 years.
That'll scare some people.
That might scare some people.
He'll serve 16 months and get 4 years probation.
No.
That's the
No.
reality. Well,
No. You fucking stole. Go to jail.
You know what they did in the olden days? They used to cut your hand off.
Yeah, you stole? All right. Now try to steal with one hand.
You know what they did to rapists? Rapists.
Cut his thing off. I totally agree with that.
Eye for an eye, penis for a penis.
I would even go one step further. If you did that, cut that off
Ooh, and
your kids.
what do you mean?
And your kids' things too.
Oh,
Because you know what?
oh,
Now
oh,
you're going to
oh,
scare them
oh,
like,
oh,
oh, how much I really love my family. Well,
oh.
maybe you won't do that. All right, coming back. Back talking Jersey more with Vinny and Dino, our little sports segment, and Giuseppe Dialf is doing push-ups for 2014.
Well, it's a
he
sports,
wants to get in shape.
It's a sports segment, so he's doing something
He's
a little
doing
athletic.
push-ups,
Yeah,
so.
he's doing push-ups. Yeah, he's been stuck on that one for the last 10 minutes. He's pretty. Oh man!
Fuck you, Giuseppe.
Elf on a shelf.
All right, there you go.
But yeah, the bowl games are coming up. Growing up, I used to love the bowl games.
It used to all be on January 1st.
Pretty much, or the week up to it.
You'd watch it from like 11 in the morning till 11 at night.
Or even later,
and college
yeah.
games were over.
The season was over.
Now it
the
goes
national
to the night
champion
before the Super Bowl.
Pretty much, yeah. The games used to be. It was always like the week prior to the New Year. It was
Right.
always, you had your couple because people were off, so there'd be games in the afternoon during the week. Like the Peach Bowl was like a Thursday afternoon at 4
And they
o'clock.
always had one on like on Christmas Day.
That's okay though.
And it's like, those poor kids. You know what? Christmas
yeah,
Day, you got a bowl
they
game.
don't really care because the parents probably got a little vacation out. But they don't do that anymore. But so there were some games the Christmas week. There were the minor games, but
Right.
I like to focus on the national championship game. We could start with that. Florida
Okay.
State and Auburn. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
The new Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. Congratulations, Jameis.
Is he watching?
I hope so. Maybe he's
I heard
actually,
AJ McCarron's girlfriend's watching.
I sure hope so.
Okay.
That's talkinjersey@gmail.com.
No, that's your email address. You want her to email you? That's creepy.
Well, she emailed the show. That's not my email address. I kept that
I
private.
don't check it.
I haven't checked it in a while either, so.
Might be emails there.
maybe she could subscribe.
Okay.
What's her name? I don't even, what's her name again? It's AJ's girlfriend. Yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
Yes, she's very cute. But we'll see what happened. We'll see what happened in Florida State. That's my team, as everybody knows. They'll be favored before the game starts. Auburn has been real lucky. They had those 3 games where that a tipped pass that went for a touchdown, the return field goal for a touchdown beat Alabama and AJ. So I think Florida State's going to win that game by at least 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And
That's a gospel spoken by Vinny.
Yes, and of course I'm very technologically sound. I have my schedule right here on my phone that's hiding behind my water.
Oh, look at that.
No
cue cards here.
No cue cards. What do you think about some of the names that he's? Remember, growing up, it was the Peach Bowl, it was the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Sugar Bowl,
Fiesta,
the Fiesta Bowl,
Holiday Bowl.
They were good. They were cool.
They were nice.
You knew what the games were. You knew where they were. Now we have coming up the Bell Helicopter Military Bowl or Armed Forces Bowl.
Which bowl did that take the place of?
I have no idea. But at least Tostitos, you know that it's a chip. And you and I can go out right after the segment and we can go buy a bag of Tostitos chips, right?
Okay.
Are you going to go out and buy a helicopter?
No. Maybe that's promoting drafting.
Maybe, I guess, but it's just a little strange. There's also a game coming up between Michigan and Kansas State, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. Everybody likes Buffalo Wild Wings. You think the players, you think they're going to promote the restaurant probably beforehand and after,
I hope they're not serving a different type of buffalo wing there instead of Buffalo Wild Wings. Because I'd be really pissed off if I spent that kind of money sponsoring.
Do you like Buffalo Wild Wings? You ever been there?
No, I've never been.
They're not bad.
I'm a Hooters guy.
Yeah, you don't get the body for it, though. I'm sorry to hear it. The Alamo Bowl. You set yourself up.
No wonder
sorry.
Giuseppe left.
He threw up the softball, and we had
You
to
didn't
hit
see
it.
who was doing to Giuseppe in between segments.
Yeah,
So.
it's okay. We're good. We're all good now.
All right.
The National University Holiday Bowl. So they all have sponsors.
National University Holiday Bowl. So what is National University?
I have no idea.
What corporation is that?
No idea. And that's where I was going to go to again. We were talking about the corporate America a couple segments ago. Why do they have to have their name in front of the bowl game? Can't they just sit in the background and say the Holiday Bowl presented by?
Can't they take that million and hire back some of our people?
They
with
could
those
do
jobs?
that. Listen, I have no problem with them
Seriously?
sponsoring the games, but why do they have to put their name out there? Because when you watch again, the first commercial is going to come up. It's going to be for the sponsor. Let them have all this. They're paying for it. Let them.
Great, you got to rename the bowl.
But
Seriously?
that part annoys me. So because I remember in the old days, my favorite named bowl when I was a kid, the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. It used to be the Bluebonnet Bowl back in the 50s
Yeah.
and the 60s. Then when they built the Astrodome, they moved the game indoors. It was the Astro Bluebonnet Bowl. That's a great name. It was in Houston. Didn't they I think they just blew the Astrodome up recently too.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. It was the 7th wonder of the world. Now there's 6 wonders. So, but
Well, we got the 7th wonder producing.
boy wonder.
Boy wonder.
Yes. But is he 7? Is he moving up on the charts?
He might be number 6 soon.
He's doing well. He's doing well, isn't he? I think so.
I think so.
But I love
He's
this,
making us look good on television.
and that is not an easy segment.
Not
an easy thing to do for us. But I love this time of the year because, like you said, there's games on all the time now.
Always.
All the time. And ESPN, like them or hate them, they have all the games. And
They do.
They can have 3 bowl games on at the same time.
ESPN 1, ESPN 2.
2, ESPN University, ESPN News, ESPN this. But they even have Deportes.
Deportes.
Yes.
I bet you the Fiesta Bowl is going to be on that one. Tostitos, Fiesta Bowl, and
It's my turn
Deportes.
to say. It's my turn to say. You had to go there.
It is what it is.
And it's not true that they do the game with sombreros either. So
Oh man, we need a bomb segment
yes,
somewhere.
we do, and we better hope we get the Mexican crowd. But
I don't think they're watching.
no, they don't have the internet.
No.
They don't get it down there.
No. So what else?
But that's it.
So what other bowls you got?
That's really it. Well, you got the
interesting.
championship game. You got my whole thing is, and it really bothers me. I miss just everything being called Peach Bowl, like I said, and everything.
Nice and simple.
It's nice and simple. You knew where the games were.
Yep.
And I always had my times set up as a young man. You knew New Year's Day, you wake up after going out the night before. Yes, we used to participate in amateur night. And you wake up just before like I think it was the Peach Bowl at like 11. Then there was another game at like the Cotton was at 12. Then the Fiesta Bowl used to be like at 4.
Shouldn't the Cotton Bowl be first if you went out on New Year's Eve and the mouth is all cottony feeling and stuff like that, and then you have a peach to wash it down?
Boom.
And then you got to make up for the girlfriend. You give her roses at the end of the night for the Rose Bowl.
Well, the Rose Bowl, speaking of that, that was an exclusive. That game was always on by itself.
Yes, it was.
So, and you had to wait and the Orange and the Sugar were on at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what network's on. I'm crazy with that stuff.
Orange and Sugar. Sugar
The Orange
was
was
on
on
7.
The Sugar was on
ABC.
7. The Orange was on 4.
Yep.
And I used to love the Orange Bowl because it was always Don Criqui and I forgot who the other guy was. The guy that did the analytics.
I guess you didn't love it that much.
Yeah, stop it. I'll remember later. I'll remember next week.
Yeah.
But he
memory.
was the voice of the Orange Bowl. That's what I grew up.
Criqui.
Don Criqui, Imus guy.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember, he was an Imus guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I still watch the games now because they're there, you know. And the games on New Year's Day are always the better of the games.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Of course.
So look for Florida State to beat Auburn by at least 14 points.
Okay.
famous Jameis Winston, the Heisman Trophy winner, he's gonna have a big game as usual. And I predict there will be no game-winning field goal return for a touchdown.
He won't be arrested before then for some stupid reason, right? I mean, he did win the Heisman.
There may be
Is
somebody
he
waiting for him
partying a
after the
little bit?
game. Huh?
Is he partying a little bit?
I don't think he's a part. I just think you're
Or in
wrong,
the wrong crowd?
wrong place, wrong time, wrong girl.
Is he hanging around with people with their pants below their asses?
He might be one of those. I don't know. I'm not
Maybe
sure.
he shouldn't be hanging around them.
You know what gets me? A lot of these players, they don't come from families that have the means, so to speak. I'll say that in a
And
kind
I
of way.
understand that. So you know what? You got given a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking run with it.
And they've been given a lot of gifts. That's what gets them on probation.
Yeah, that's
Where
true.
do they get those Beats, the headphones? Those things are like $250. I can't afford them. And you get college students that are on TV walking into the locker room with the big headphones. They got the fancy clothes. I wonder why they're being investigated. They put themselves above the radar. They should be under the radar, you know. But
That's true.
so that's really it. This is the time of the year where it's on my mind with sports. It's the bowl games, and after that is when we'll get into the next show. We'll talk. We'll talk about the NFL playoffs,
Right.
which is going to be coming up after the new year. And
And how bad the Yankees and Mets are going to be this year?
yeah, you're finally able to come down my side of the tracks and suffer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
neither one of our teams made the playoffs
Not going
this
to be a good year for Yankees.
You know, but both teams made some signings, and we'll talk about them because spring training is going to be. Oh my God, it's coming up. Was it 35 days or 40 days?
It's less.
It's
Yeah.
coming up, and
It's less. Pitchers and catchers.
Pitchers and catchers. It always used to be like the third week of February. Then the infielders and the outfielders will stroll in after that.
It was always like the Super Bowl. Then you have to go out with the wife or girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
There was always that gap
Yeah.
between the Super Bowl, which was like always like January 20th, to like baseball pitchers and catchers. You always had like a month where you're stuck with the NBA.
Are they still playing?
They're still playing. My God. Well, they play all year round now, don't they? It seems like they do because their playoffs are longer than the football regular season. So it's just so. I like to look forward to the Super Bowl now, which is in February, and it goes right into baseball. Then the hot stove is over, and they go into pitchers and catchers. So that's after the new year is when the sports really gets rolling. Because baseball, I love baseball.
So basically, Vinny's very excited right now.
I love it.
He's like a little kid around Christmas.
Yeah. You ever see Who's on First, the Abbott and Costello routine?
I don't know, third base.
That's right. But I love when I just said it like Costello said. I love baseball.
Coming back.
Come back.
Back to talking Jersey and more with Vinny and Dino.
Yeah,
and
we've driven Giuseppe to drink.
Poor Giuseppe.
He's had enough. It's all right. It's okay, buddy. He's a little stiff up there.
Wow.
Well, we've taken
Paralysis?
Yeah.
Is he done?
We've taken the elf on the shelf to a new level.
All right. Well, Giuseppe, we're going to move you over to the side a little bit. Man. Take it easy.
Night night.
Night night.
Anyway, so
You don't think he fell asleep because of our segment?
Probably.
Oh, shit.
So let's wake him up.
So anyway.
Let's wake him up with Dino's.
Well, actually, that reminds me of stories. Obviously, back in the day. Now you live down here. So
Yes.
when you went to the shore,
Right.
did you go to the shore? I mean, on summer
Yeah.
nights. I mean,
Yes.
did you rent a house even though you lived in Times River?
No.
Because I've heard of people who do that. They live in
That's
Times
just
River and they rent a house
stupid.
by the
That's-
shore.
that's just stupid.
Because they want to be 2 miles closer. I
No,
don't
not
know.
at all. When we were teenagers, we would go to the boardwalk and do the typical teenage crap. And then I became old enough to frequent establishments. I was with the lovely Christine. We would go up and down different places and hit bars here, bars there, and stuff like that. But we never needed to get a house and act stupid because we can act stupid in our own house or a friend's
Yeah.
house. So it was really the same thing.
We actually, the only time I ever rented a house was back in '91. I rented a house with 6 other guys, literally across the street from DJ's.
Oh,
Right?
been to DJs, yes. Right on
Literally across the street. And it was
right across the
there
street
was
from
a
the beach.
porch and everything.
This is Belmar.
This is Belmar.
Yes.
So now, around that time frame, I had met this one girl in a nightclub, Trumps and Wayne, going back in the day. Her name was Maria, and she lived in New York State,
New York State.
right over the border, right, Nanuet.
Over to Tappan Zee.
Kind
of, sort of.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
That's what.
So every once in a while we would talk, and there was this other girl, Anna, who was risen by very, very strict Italian parents. Like she couldn't go out, nothing. It was pretty bad. So we never saw each other much. Well, Thursday night, I come home from the hotel. I go to DJ's because everybody's there. I end up meeting this one girl, and I don't remember her name.
A third girl.
A third girl.
Oh, nice.
So she was there. She has a house around the street from us. She's renting a house for the summer too. So I'm like, okay, well, this is the fallback girl. So now,
Just in case.
just in case. So we hooked up a little bit that Thursday night, and nothing major. That Saturday, I'm coming home from work. I was lucky enough to work the day shift in the summertime.
Up north.
Up north, at the Clarion in Edison. So I'm driving down. I get a phone call from Maria,
Okay.
the one I
Just
met at
try-
the club.
I'm trying to keep track. Okay.
Okay, she's coming down with her girlfriend and her boyfriend,
Oh, couples thing.
so she wants to stay the night. I'm like, okay, that's great. I got Maria's coming down because that's the one I really liked out of the 3. Huge. So anyway, I'm driving. I get a phone call from Anna. She tells me it's her Rutgers 5-year reunion
Okay.
down in Belmar. She got the okay to stay over with her friends.
Oh, this is one with the strict parents.
Very strict parents.
Okay.
So
So
she's
she's
going to be
out.
driving down to Belmar. She wants to meet up with me.
Mom and Dad don't know what Belmar's like.
No,
Obviously-
no clue,
obviously
no
not.
clue. So I'm like, oh fuck, I got 2 now. What's happening now? And then we got this other one around the corner.
So you have 2 backups.
Well, I actually had like 3 planned.
3 planned.
So now, boom, Maria comes down, boyfriend, girlfriend. I meet them. We're sitting at DJ's. It must be maybe like 11 o'clock at night.
Ooh, late already. Okay. Well, early actually.
The guy smacks his girlfriend.
Oh.
Huge fight. Bouncers tossed them out. Girl's crying. take him away. Maria says, I got to go. I can't stay. She's, all right, Maria's gone. So, hour goes by. I got my wristband. So I go back at the house, check the messages. Anna calls and says she's on her way down. All right, good. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. DJs, you know, that's the hour where if you didn't hook up yet, you're seeing what's left.
The witching hour.
Yeah, when in doubt, go for the coat check. Yeah. But it's summertime. There's no fucking
no
coat
coat.
check.
There's no coats.
So you're going for the shit at the bar. So anyway, I don't hear from Anna. I go back to the house, check the messages. She breaks down on the parkway.
Oh boy.
She's not coming. So I'm like, okay.
How took her so long to call?
Back then, you got to find a payphone.
On the parkway? Yeah, it is not on the parkway.
You know, back in 91. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have a car phone like I did. That was last episode we talked about that.
Yes, Julian to the,
yeah. So,
excuse me.
So now I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I got the clincher around the corner because that's a done deal. That's happening.
The clincher, which, now I'm confused.
She's the one I met in Belmar that Thursday night, and it was a little on the looser side.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So everything's working out.
So you know what? I went down from 3, and I was panicking, like, because I'm not a juggler at all, because I'm not that type of guy.
No.
But
dog.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I was really fucked up about that. So now I walk outside the house, and who's banging some guy on my front lawn?
The one whose boyfriend, the friend of the boyfriend and the girlfriend who had the fight.
No.
The one who broke down the parkway.
No.
The one that you want to hook up
with.
The
one, the clincher, the last resort. She's banging a guy on my front lawn.
On the lawn?
On the lawn. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. People were leaving DJs and just stopping and looking.
Okay.
So then I went inside. I got a beer.
Oh, wait a minute. On the lawn? On the lawn?
On the lawn. On the lawn in my house.
Like on the grass?
On the grass. A little off to the side. I mean, she didn't block the sidewalk.
She wasn't like an ornament for like a lawn ornament.
So anyway, I go inside to get a beer. I just sit on the front porch.
And you're entertaining yourself.
I'm looking at this. I'm saying to myself, you know what? The one time I tried to be a jerk, I fucking failed. Nothing.
And she's still doing a guy.
I don't know. I don't remember her name, to be honest with you.
You could have been that guy.
I could, you know what? And a half hour earlier, I could have been that guy.
And we would have been even better. You wouldn't even done it on the lawn.
I would have brought her inside because I'm a gentleman.
Yes, you're a gentleman. We're going to use the couch.
Yeah. Oh, not that one. Steve was there last night. You don't want to go there.
A little bit of franchise. That was last
episode. It's call back to last episode. But back in your younger day, we'll say before the Christine era, was there a place you used to go and, you know, with women? I mean, because back then, listen, we didn't buy hotels.
Not really.
You know, it was always backseats of cars.
I really wasn't that kind of guy, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, we just really just hung out.
I tried to be, but I wasn't.
Yeah, not a player. Not a player. Not like the great Dino.
Yeah, well, fucking player I am. So anyway, you ever heard of White Lady Tree Park?
The White Lady Tree Park. Where's that?
Okay, it's in Branchbrook Park.
Branchbrook Park. Okay.
Up by Newark.
Okay.
All right. It's
the good part of Newark.
No, it's going to the bad part of Newark.
There's no good part.
We got Belleville starts at the Branchbrook Park. You got the Cherry Blossom. Area, right? You've heard about that.
No.
Belleville's the cherry blossom capital of the world.
Next to D.C.
I think Belleville is.
Wow.
To be honest with you,
I did not know that.
I could be wrong, but
I have to wiki that later.
Wiki it. So Branchbrook Park starts over cherry blossoms, and then it goes very winding, and it gets you to Bloomfield Avenue. The old story was that a husband and wife, on a rainy night, they just got married, and they were cutting through the park to get to the airport because they were leaving on a honeymoon. Very winding road. They slam into a tree.
A cherry blossom, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Husband gets ejected into the water. It was like a little lake there. They both died, but they never found his body.
How deep was his lake?
Pretty deep. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Not that you ever swam.
I mean, that's the story, the fairy tale or whatever, folk tale. And they said every night, right before midnight, you can see her come out looking for her husband. So now, The big thing was, if you want to scare the girls, you always say, "Oh, come on, we'll go to White Lady Tree," because back then was like, oh, the White Lady Tree, and the people back then used to paint it white. So when you're coming around the corner, you see this big white thing. It's really the tree, but they think it's a girl. Ooh. Well, that used to be the thing where, if a guy wanted to hook up with a girl, he used to go in the back seat, and then whatever girl was with them, and as soon as you come around a White Lady Tree, woo, and that would be like instead of like the pickup lines that you use today.
So you try to scare the shit out of them.
Just try to scare them. Well, one time it backfired. I'm coming around the corner.
Yeah.
4 black guys pop out from behind a tree.
And?
Fucking scared the shit out of me. You don't expect to see anything.
So you jumped in.
We did this every night. We never expected anybody to come out. All of a sudden, we see 4 black people come out. Like, what the fuck? I took off.
Well, maybe they just wanted to know what time it was.
Coming out from behind the White Lady Tree?
Hey, you never know.
But there's nothing around there. There's no reason to be there.
Just to scare Dino.
You know what? I think they figured out my plot. And they showed up at that hour. Or who knows? Maybe they wanted to.
What was that girl's name? Come on.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you?
No, I was a chauffeur back then. I never fucking hooked up back then.
You were a chauffeur.
I was a chauffeur.
You used to drive your friends around. They were getting lucky in the back.
They were getting lucky.
Kind of like Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well. Damn.
Well.
So what happened to Belmar? So that was it? That was the end of the story?
That was the end of the story in Belmar.
So did you ever hear from any of them ever again?
No.
Never. That was like, that was it?
No.
Wow. Just ended that night.
Just ended that night.
So much potential.
3 in a night.
Ended with a thud.
Nothing. A thud would have been nice. See you guys next week.